Okay, thank you all, and welcome back once again to Intuitive-da-MoonGoddess channel. And I am your Intuitive-da-MoonGoddess. Today, it came to me like honoring and respecting your boundaries. That's kind of the topic for today. Right now, I'm just in a headspace that is not so good, but I'm going to stand on what it is that I believe in as far as my boundaries go. Because if you're anything like me and you just one of them people that just give the shirt off your back to people and you like to see people happy and smiling, oftentimes they say the nicest people are the ones that are used the most or, get hurt the most. But that's just part of who you are. So that's one thing that I would never change about who I am. And knowing that that is what I am. So honoring and respecting your boundaries. I also want to include that no matter what goes on, it's just staying true to yourself. So let's see what kind of message that we have concerning our boundaries today. And what are some best courses of actions that we can take moving forward as we do so. Oh, that's what I was going to say. And again, I'm just one of them type of people. If I know you like something, I'm going to get it or buy it or figure out a way to make it just because you like it. I have done it since I can even remember. And recently, what actually kind of broke the camel's back was the situation that occurred for a couple of years ago. No, just last year. Y'all heard me speak of it. If you have listened to my readings, I did touch bases on that in one of my past readings. So, honoring and respecting your boundaries. So you set these boundaries, honor them. That's all there is to it. And for our first card, we have the Death card. Yeah, and I ain't gonna let nobody, Of course, if y'all know me, I did speak about my kids a little bit. They are so off limits. I don't care who you are. I will cut you off. Ew, all these cards came out. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. I mean, okay, so for some of you, I know for myself is that you're putting it into these people, places, and things that aren't serving your purpose, or these things that keep helping you with the word card present. So again, there's these people, places, and things that try to put illusions, stumbling blocks, make you turn back to the old person that you once were, that you did so much healing and transforming from. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you're choosing to stay on your path. You're choosing the direction that you want to go in. You are protecting your space. And also with new levels come different devils. But they are also busy as well as you keep moving forward in your progression and moving these stumbling blocks and people, places, and things out of your life. So our next card is the Emperor. That gives me some type of entitlement. Like, this necessarily don't have to be a female male. It could be a masculine female as well. But it, with the Emperor, it gives me a feeling of entitlement, that this person feel like they are just entitled to the things that you have, or are entitled to be around or with the people that is in your life. Are you entitled to give all your time to them? No matter what you do, you can't please everyone, unfortunately. And they got to understand where they cross their lines. And when you have those people or individuals that you can't talk to, that always gotta go against, I don't know how I want to put this. I want to say go against the grain, but you have those that's always combative. They don't want to accept they're wrong, or they don't even think about what they did was wrong. That, it's just time to move on and let it go until, something come about. Or they're ready to have this conversation personally. Not only just with themselves, but with you as well. But again, if your situation is like mine that occurred today, and you have kids, just remember that these kids can't protect themselves from adults. So as an adult, and as their parent and their guardian, we have to do that for them. And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going to protect mine at all costs. That's the Magician. The Magician. And the Four of Swords. So for the Four of Swords to be out here, this can go both ways. So as the Magician, or the one that is wishing for something to end, or for some clarity, or anything to be made with this entitled individual, is that I can see that with the Four of Swords, that you are either tired and ready to lay some things to rest, as well as they should be tired too and ready to lay some things at rest, but they choosing to hold on to such animosity that they're not ready to let go. So let's see what that is about. What is they're not willing to let go? What is this person not wanting to let go? I thought I saw some flip. Let go. Oh, what is the challenge here with this person? So we got two. So we have the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. Yeah. That's the sense of superiority. That's this entitlement. Let's see. There could also be this combativeness. So there's some type of conflict with this person, or this, like I said, combativeness. And they don't want to let it go. They want to hold on to it and expect things to turn out in their favor with all this senseless acts. but yet they show themselves as sensitive, but don't know how to be sensitive. And it says, and of course, y'all know I had to pull out my little tarot companion. It says for the Knight of Cups, it says this person, well, it's not all of it. I'm not going to read all of it because it's a lot. Finds it hard to articulate his true feelings. Able to drop the act to let you see who he really is. If the actions don't match the words or of passion, take care. Don't be swept away just yet. And then it goes on to say be open and all this other stuff. So that's what this is. This is what this person is having trouble with, is letting go and being sensitive instead of reactive. Being reactive instead of sensitive to what they are saying. It's almost like they don't care. Care about what they are saying and what they are holding on to in regards to what they are being told. So, and with people like that, you have to be careful. Like, I'm one of the ones, don't call me at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning because you don't like what someone did to you. Baby, I don't want to hear none of that in the early hours of the morning. I'm just not waking up. More than likely, I probably haven't even meditated or said my own prayers yet. You calling me with all that nonsense with the disturbance. Again, that goes with protecting your space and your boundaries. Is there any other message here regarding this situation? How can the collective protect themselves against this person? Like, and I protect myself. Like I said, I meditate, I pray, I say my prayers. You know, that's always a must. And you know, during that time, I like to try to keep a clear head, because the first thing is, y'all know kids go to school. Well, they out for the summer now after testing, but when they start school back, you up at 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, fixing breakfast and trying to get them out the house on time and stuff. So, and then having to be at work and, you know, or take care of the household. That's all a chore. And then you got to hear somebody else nonsense about something that somebody else said or did at 7 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning, even 9 o'clock in the morning. It's still too early. So there is no more messages for that. So let's get some clarity on this Emperor. That's the first thing I want to do. Yeah, and the first thing that came out was the Queen of Cups. Lord. So this could be a masculine female, aka sister, auntie, cousin, mom, grandma, great-grandma. Yeah, so with this Emperor, you have the Queen of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands, the Hermit, and then the Five of Pentacles. So again, that's this entitlement, and this person, being that they are causing themselves to be calling in the sensitivity of their energy, but yet they are reactive versus to being sensitive to what they are being told and not responding accordingly, which is causing all this conflict with the Seven of Wands, because now they feel like they got to be on the defense for something that they said and did. But this person also could be in a hermit mode or experiencing some type of loneliness, because of the things that they have said and done, and choose not to acknowledge it and take the necessary steps and approaches to fix the situation and amend the situation with the five of Pentacles. So that's kind of like they would never do it, or they are choosing not to do it. So it's keeping them from, you know, from reaching the people that they need to reach, rather than, you know, these people that they are always talking to and that don't have the best advice for them possible. So basically the best advice, or ways to move forward, is to get it from the people that you have done the wrong to. And even so, this individual will never be able to stop me from talking to them or doing for them. But just because the things that you said, it involves my children, I am I'm not gonna lie, I'm also being reactive to it, but I'm also sensitive because of the simple fact that my son is only 11 and he can say some things for himself, because I teach them to be open-minded and respond to situations that are inappropriate to them and that is harming or hurting them. And being that my 11-year-old is really not very vocal as my older two children are, so I have tendencies to defend him just a little bit more than the other two, because the other two going to speak on how they feel regardless to who they are. A lot of people don't like that, but I'm not going to stop my children for doing that, only for them to be mindful of the things that they are saying and how they are saying it. So that's it. So let's do the Seven of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune next. So if you are dealing with this masculine female or this male that is in this female energy, just be mindful of tactics to go about when dealing with them, and deal with them accordingly. And also remember to, like I said, keep saying, is to respect your boundaries even for them. Like, keep pushing your boundaries on them. Let them know that, hey, you crossed the boundary. I don't like it, and, just go from there. If they choose to ignore it and pretend like they did nothing wrong, that's on them. Handle them accordingly. So okay, so as far as I'm concerned, he can't go back over there until okay. So to clarify the Seven of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups. We have the Strength card, and I think 9 and 7 is 16. Ain't that the Tower? I believe it is. Ain't 16 the Tower? 15 is the Devil. Yep, the Tower. So we have the Nine of Cups and the Strength card out here together. And we know that 9 plus 7 is 16, which is the Tower. So that is these stumbling blocks, these illusions, these delusions, all this other crap being cleared out the way, so that you may have the peace that you desire, or that the peace you are wanting within your life, and you are sticking to your boundaries. You are basically setting the rules for yourself, and you are meaning what you're saying and saying what you mean without hesitation. And I think that's what this Eight of Pentacles is about. Let's get some clarity on it before the Wheel of Fortune. Could you clarify the Eight of Pentacles for me? So the Six of Cups came out with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Wands. And it says at the bottom of Queen of Wands, fiery, positive, outspoken. So yeah, You finally stuck your one up. You did your inner work, your inner healing to you're doing the inner work, and deciding that these things may have happened in your childhood. You are noticing them, you are recognizing them, and you said, no, you're not going to do this with my child. Or no, we ain't fit to relive this situation over again after going through your healing phase. But this situation definitely did. It started fast and it's even ending any faster. So you finally put your foot down and said no more, and closed out this situation, because you also know that what hurts them also hurts you, and you got children, and you feel like that the things they go through don't either make you happy or sad. Then I don't know what to do. You need to go get checked out or something, because you hurt my children, it's hurting me. So that's how I feel about it. And you got to also understand that hurt people do hurt people, and that's one thing I have to learn how to. I learned to realize, and now I kind of understand why. Hurt people do hurt. Why do hurt people hurt people? Because they haven't done the necessary healing to stabilize themselves. So they would do anything and everything to hurt the other person. And that's exactly why I said no more. 7, 8, 9 o'clock. I do not want to hear the drama or any type of negativity in the early hours of the morning, baby. Those supposed to be the most peacefulest moments that you could possibly dream of waking up. Wheel of Fortune, could you please clarify? And again, that's probably why this Death card and Wheel of Fortune is out here too, because despite this individual trying to set up blockages, you put it, like I said, you squash that shit. Excuse me. You squash that stuff and you put an end to it, bringing your world to this 9 of Cups, which is 9 and 7 is again 16, which is the tower you brought down. You brought those walls down and you decided to move forward. And clarify Wheel of Fortune, we have the Lovers. And if some of you, may not be with your children, it could be with your significant other as well. And again, some of you could be having this issue with your mom or dad. And if that is the case, it's time to put an end to all of this other nonsense so you can step into that 9 of Cups energy. What did I say? 8 of Cups. Choosing to walk away. Letting this situation be as it is. Somebody's just tired because you've been going through this for I don't know how long. And these people need to understand that you are here. And that if they're not going to love it with you, then you have every right to protect it. That's what I'm getting from this 5 of Wands. And that's from any and everybody. Clarify that 4 of Swords, please. We have the Hermit again. The Strength card flipped out again. That's the second time it came out. I almost bent the heck out of my goddamn on the card. The mug bent back so bad. Now let me show you. Could y'all see the dent? I don't know if y'all can see it. There it goes. Y'all see the? I hope y'all can see the dent. That card bent so hard. I'm gonna end up having to get a new deck before it's all said and done. So that's just the 9, the Hermit, the Strength, 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. That's again another 9. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune out here again. So for some of you, those of you that are listening to these readings, maybe you have done the inner healing on your journey of loneliness. You have gained the necessary strength that you needed to move forward as you continue to work on you and move forward in your progress. be mindful of the things that you are being told. Do your own investigation and figure out what is going on, the reason why it is going on, and what you can do to fix it, or what you can do to release it. For those that are not listening to this reading, or is the person doing this, that understand that you keep when you keep things up like this, you make yourself alone. You make people not want to deal with you, other than those that live for the drama, that wants to continue to speak in the drama, and that's what you're going to continue to feed into this energy consistently, because that's all you know, instead of doing the work and making the progress necessary to let this go and move into a positive direction that is pleasing for everyone. And to gain the clarity that is needed in your life, so that you can be happy and content as well. And that's kind of where I'm getting with this Wheel of Fortune. Why is these numbers keep coming out like this? But anyway, that's what I feel with this Wheel of Fortune. And the fact that it's only clarifying the Four of Swords is that you're never going to be at peace until you lay what it is that is burdening you so to rest and move forward and make the progress needed to elevate yourself out of this state of superiority or entitlement. Why is the Knight of Cups? Let's do the Knight of Cups and King of Cups. Could you clarify, please? Knight of Cups, King of Cups. That's the Ace of Cups. Maybe this person just feel like that they do this because they feel like they're alone and they just need a listening ear. But and a listening ear is not always a good ear, because you never know what they're saying to you about to other people behind your back. So sometimes you just got to be a little mindful of what you tell some people. And we have the Empress, and at the bottom of that it says delays will prove necessary. So again, that I just feel like with this clarifying the Knight and King of Cups with this superiority or entitlement, is that everyone you tell, it's not worth telling everyone everything that you are going through, or talking about other people too. I don't deal with none of it. People say they don't talk to me, mess with me. They don't visit me. Babe, I just leave it at that for now on. I don't even care. I'm at a point where I got so much going on my plate, is that I ain't got time to focus on nobody else and their nonsense. I have 3 kids and they are all boys. So that's my focus. And you know, I have moments that I'm not proud of that I've done with them, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. They still in the home. So I think that clarifies all of this, you guys. And at the bottom we have the Death card once again. So y'all cut these people, places, and things off just as much as they have cut you off. And we're just going to get a little message from the Angel Oracle deck to see what our focus should be on for today, as well as our boundaries. Respecting those boundaries, enforcing those boundaries, and protecting your space. Yeah, I love these Oracle deck, but I wish they were just a little bit smaller. Yes, they are really bigger than what they look like. They're actually bigger than my hand, and I really can't shuffle them like I want to. So it says romance and connection. Y'all, that's that self-love there. That self-love, that space, that protection of your energy and your boundaries. So, and then we have harmony and resolution, as well as forgiveness and understanding. And that book is somewhere, but I'm not going to read all that because those messages are even long. So, off the top of the dome with this romance and connection, it just means to tap into that energy, providing yourself with that self-love and grace that you are deserving of, and that you know you are deserving of being, that you are who you are, and can no one change that, regardless to how much they want to, and regardless to how much the past has shaped your situation. And this harmony and resolution just go hand in hand with that, you know. That's accepting what you can and cannot change, while giving it the serenity and understanding that. And with this forgiveness and understanding, that means you just forgive and you let go. That don't mean you have to forget, but you know, you're moving on and you're moving forward as you continue to progress on this journey with the Death and the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you guys for tuning in to Intuitive-da-MoonGoddess channel. You all have a blessed and wonderful day. Bye.